Hello everyone, no respawns here. Hope you are having a fantastic day. It's a very short video, but very exciting news incoming on the public's test server. So this was one of those articles I saw and I was like, oh, neat. And then I just saw the second thing on the list and I was like, ooh, and it's just so good. So basically coming as early as next Friday, February the 5th, the first thing we're getting is special loadouts. What I really like about this is much more expanded than I was expecting from the perk loadouts. So what I initially thought is that we'd just, better just switch perk loadouts with just keep your stats the same, so your special would still remain the same, but you just switch out the perks. Now they've changed it completely. So now, at base, you will have two separate loadouts to actually change the number of perks you have. So, as you can see, this person has a strength build, high endurance, high agility, and then number one, they've got high perception, intelligence, and agility. That is insane. I didn't expect it, and it's surprisingly generous of them. So this is going to be really cool. It's especially cool, for example, if you wanted to try, say, a high perception build for whatever reason, but haven't want to spend, X amount of levels completely reassigning your special points. So that's awesome. You'll start off with two initially, but as I said, it mentions here, it's in fact exploring additional ways to unlock more loadouts in the future, such as the Atomic Shop. Basically, it's going to be the Atomic Shop, calling me cynical a little bit, but I mean, that'll probably make some people salty because guru money, but at the same time, I'm just happy we're getting two separate loadouts. I will pretty much just use this as a melee strength build versus a shooty, actually probably a shooty strength build. I might need that third perk loadout, a stat loadout actually. Now the second thing, which is for me way more exciting, like astronomically more exciting because I didn't expect it at all, and I'm so happy, is they're adding perk slots. So how they've done this is so awesome, and it also has killed my building character. I don't need that guy anymore. I can do this all on my main. So F's in the chat, please, for my building character. But we're getting camp slots. So the way this is going to work is awesome. So you're going to be able to build multiple different camps. As we can see here, I zoomed in a little bit. You can have at least 3. But I don't know if you're going to have more. But we're looking at 3 is enough, to be honest. But it'll be cool to have quite a lot. And the way it's going to work is when you've built a camp, you can give it a custom name and an icon. And you can then disable it. And that allows you to have another camp, and then which you can give a custom name and icon to. And whenever you want to switch back to your old camp, you don't have to rebuild it again. You literally just enable it and disable the one you're currently on, which is fantastic because even with obviously I've got two characters, got my main character and my building character. Sometimes I still get very attached to the camps that I've made in some of my videos on my building character that I'm like, oh, I have to get rid of this, but this is really sick. I love this camp. Boo. And now I can revisit camps that I've made months ago and not have to tear down another camp just to experience that same location. So this is so awesome. And again, I didn't expect it, and it's fantastic. I also like the way they've done it as well. So you can't have, multiple camps going on at the same time. Someone isn't going to have all of their camps set up around specific farming locations and just have them running so they can just fast travel back and forth. It's a little bit more restrictive than that, which I really, really like. So very excited for this one. As I said, PTS on the 5th, and if I remember correctly, it was kind of around a month before we got shelters, or maybe like month and a half. So, pretty much, I imagine in March, we'll actually get access to these, hopefully, which will be really, really grand. PTS, by the way, the public test server, is only if you own a PC copy of the game, and I believe, if I remember correctly, if this mentioned it down here, but it's on the only if you have the Bethesda version. So if you have it through Steam, I believe you can't access the PTS. So those are the two cool things. I just wanted to make a video on these, just really quick, lazy, just looking at my browser, just because I'm so excited, and I want you guys to know it's so cool. This made me so happy, just being able to. One, my building character is a load of shit, right? And I keep kind of feeling obligated to level him up so he can at least farm materials a lot more. And he's basically my first character I made when I played him like I'd play a Fallout 4 game, so I didn't really need to max out my combat skills, and I could go a little bit more high perception-y, and he was just a bit shit, whereas my main guy's reasonably decent. So F's for my building guy, who's never going to get love again after this. Just a quick note, because I will just go through the article, because if you can't be asked to read it. So we're getting new daily ops as well, which is quite cool. We're getting a new decryption game mode, which will just have us hunt down the code carriers, and this will also introduce new enemies, new locations, and also new mutations, which is good because it may decrease the chance of getting the melee where you can only kill them with melee attacks, which I realise is actually a little bit easier because you just smash them with the butt of your gun once you've shot them a couple of times, but it's still annoying. And then obviously they're adding aim assist. Batch crafting, which is actually pretty neat, so you wouldn't have to kind of like mash the craft button. And then world activity third. I didn't even read that, to be honest. And then melee attack. To be honest, it was just these two I wanted to focus on. Oh, also they are doing it so that the vending machines are shared across the camps, which is pretty neat. So I guess you have like a kind of overall vending machine. So I'm assuming that means if I were to have my, say, 2 camps running, and then I build my 3rd camp, and I just place my vending machine down, it will automatically have all of the vending stuff available, which is actually really handy. And then also display cases separate per camp, and also display cases in the shelters, which is quite cool. And said may arrive after the PTS has already begun. So yes, absolutely. So these changes down here are pretty cool. We're doing a script surplus thing, which that's actually pretty neat. But to be honest, the exciting stuff was perk loadouts, special loadouts, let's be honest, and also the camp one. It's so good. It's so good. I often get comments on my videos about, can we place more than one camp? Now we can, so get in. This is, it's going to be so cool. I'm going to revisit all those cave bases that I've missed. And I've also always wanted to make a camp, which is literally just like a shelter's hatch on the floor and just some signs pointing to it, just going, it's down here. And just that it, but obviously that would mean tearing down my mains camp, so I don't have to do that anymore. So anyway, everyone get excited. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. The next Fallout 76 video will be the new shelter. I know I said I didn't like the Vault ones, but this new Vault one is actually really, really nice. It's broken up into separate small rooms, which is very, very cool, and I like it. The lighting is gorgeous too, so it's going to be a lot easier for me to decorate, and I'm going to sort of decorate it like I've done my other shelter, but show you the capacity of it, so that will be on the weekend. And I'm going to be streaming potentially today, if downloads work and the internet's working fine. But otherwise, it'll be on Twitch probably. But if not, you'll just see me pop up on YouTube. But anyway, I love you all. Enjoy the rest of your week. Take care.